There you go. You guys ever wash a cat? Gave the cats a bath? They didn't like that at all. Meow, meow, meow. But hopefully that'll help their flea issue. And we set some bug bombs off in here last night, so hopefully we'll be able to work out here now. So there we go. We did 3 of them. That should take care of it for the fleas. So I watched a couple of videos. There wasn't a whole lot of videos up this morning. Well, I did watch the Derek's video. And saw where you might be having some dieback issues on your paint job there, buddy. You never ever want to buff or wax a fresh paint job that you paint at your house, at least for 30 days. Because what happens is if you don't have the ability to bake the base, bake the primer base, or bake the finishes that you put on the car doesn't through dry. And that surface has to be able to breathe for those solvents to release out of the paint. And when you put a wax or a sealer on a fresh paint job, what it does is it kills the ability for the paint job to shed the solvents. And when you seal off the paint, the solvents have nowhere to go but down into the primer, and it can cause dieback issues with your paint. The other thing that can cause dieback is primer. You know, less coats of primer on the doors maybe than the rest of the vehicle. Primer is directly related to the holdout of the shine. A lot of guys don't realize that. The quality of the primer or the sealer you put on the car has a direct effect on the shine that you'll end up with in the end. If you use a cheaper sealer or cheaper primer, it tends to soak the solvents out of the paint and will pull the shine out of the finish. And the harder primer surfaces, epoxy primers, better 2K primers seem to put a harder shell on the car for the paint to lay on top of, and it gives it the ability to have a better holdout. That's why if you look in our catalog and read the descriptions on the primer, it'll say excellent holdout, good holdout. Basically, it gives you a guide on the quality of the primer. So keep that in mind. Never wax a fresh paint job, especially if you're air drying the paint. If you're baking the paint job, of course, you know, this doesn't apply to you. And most shops won't ever apply a wax. You leave that up to a detailer. Number 7 hand glaze from Meguiar's is a good product if you want a good shine, or the hand glaze 3M is also a good product to put on there. This number 3 step is pretty much all you need. I did a video the other day on buffing, and this 3rd step is actually a polish. It's not a sealer and it's not a wax, it's a polish. And you won't see any waxes or sealers in the 3M lineup just because of what we just talked about. You know, it does cause dieback, can cause solvent trapping, and can give you some issues with your paint job. So keep that in mind. Don't get too excited to wax it. You know, get the shine from the buff. Chances are if you can't get it in the 1, 2, 3 steps, you know, you're not gonna get a good shine with a wax. It'll be an artificial shine. You know, you'll get the oils and stuff from the wax laying on top of the paint job, and it'll look like a decent paint job, and as soon as you throw some water on it, you know, it'll take the wax off, and then you'll be right back where you started. Another thing to remember about wax is if you live in a hot climate, wax is heat activated, and it only holds onto the car at about 100, 110 degrees, and the wax will start burning off the car. So waxes leave very little protection in a hot climate. You want to get more of like a sealer or something like that. It's a little more permanent. You know, wax is sort of an old school technology, and it's something that has to be done quite often if you want the results to be good. Wax isn't something that stays on the car very long, and it doesn't wear off. It actually burns off from the sun. So you can watch a couple of videos out on YouTube. If you research it, it'll explain how wax melts and deteriorates in the sun and all that good stuff. So yeah, so that's what's going on here. We're gonna come out here and try to clean this mess up today. Get some motors together. I'm gonna build a 1600 today for sure for this bus customer. And case is over there in that far stand. And it's just a basic rebuild. I got to go pick the crank up from the machine shop. That guy called me, so we'll go take a look and see how that came out. And what are you doing, baby cat? There's the mama cat. Working on not making the pool green. Just dumped a bunch of chemicals in there. So and we got our weed eater here. We need to try to fix. I never have any luck with that shit, so we might go to Lowe's and just buy another one. And I'll throw that out, and somebody like Milrick will get it and fix it and make it like new again. So yeah. So we got a chameleon over here changing up, shedding. There you go. His old head there. That's all that's left. Getting the skin off. New skin. I hate lizards. I don't like that kind at all. So yeah. So there's Mr. Smoke. Got his first bath. How was it, boy? I didn't do their heads. I was sort of scared of doing their heads, and they were trying to claw me to death. Especially the little black ones. They're mean as shit. And so yeah, hope number 9's cat's doing good, JoJo. And this is what we got left. We got 3. Got a guy from AutoZone coming, and he's going to take one of these black ones today, hopefully. So we'll see how that goes. So anyway, cats don't like to be wet. They look cold, but I had to do it. You know, give them a little chance from these fleas. Fleas were eating them alive, and I don't like that at all. And the mama cat's getting eaten alive, so hopefully, you know, we got the flea thing under control now in here. They never did bite me, but you know how certain people get bit by certain things more than other people. I don't get bit by mosquitoes or fleas. And Andrea could walk in here and she'd have a million of them on her. And same with the mosquito thing. So I guess people smell better than other people. And yep. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and try to get some stuff done. I'll go ahead and upload this. Neil saw your video this morning. Always good to see Neil. Saw Knee Down for God. Saw Seth this morning. He's been absent a little bit, you know. And finding time to do videos is definitely a hard thing to do. And answering questions and all that stuff, it's a part-time job for sure. So yeah, don't worry about answering questions and stuff. People always watch your videos, buddy, and eventually you'll get around to it, and hopefully everything, you know, starts going a little better for you. So I do have a good video on my favorites, though. It's called The Lean Process by 3M, and that might be something you want to watch. It's a very good video if you're having trouble trying to pack your day into a day. You know, it's about time management skills and how we do things and stuff like that. So
I'm going to jump in the shower. When you get done, will you load Tom's big boxes, those 3?
Yeah.
Out of the truck, because I gotta go buy peanuts and stuff.
Going to the UPS store?
Yeah, but I gotta get peanuts and stuff to finish my other couple boxes.
All right.
Charlie's is going out. Rob Zombie's is going out. Bill Knox's is going out. Tom's is going out. And you gotta find me the distributor so that can go out too.
So we got Big Paul today. We got who? Tom?
Tom, Charlie.
Tom?
Rob Zombie dude. I don't know. Rob and PA.
Oh, okay, Rob. Yeah, Rob's buying some green.
And Bill Knox's reducer. And
there we go. So everybody's getting their stuff shipped out today, and I'm gonna turn this off and go find that damn distributor. I pulled it out of the building the other day, and haha, guess what? Now I misplaced it, so I'm gonna go back over here in the building, and I was actually looking for something else for Big Paul. I wanted to send him, and I haven't been able to find them, buddy. And I used to have a lot of small block motors and stuff and race engines and stuff, and I sold, actually I gave it all away, to tell you the truth. Bow tie heads, bow tie blocks, all my shit. You know, I just got tired of the small block thing, bought some big block stuff, and probably gave it away a little too soon. Roller rockers, everything I had for a small block. And I got some stud girdles somewhere I'd like to send you, because I know you got some aluminum heads, and those aluminum heads really, you know, they never want to sell you the stud girdles when you buy the heads, but if you run any kind of spring pressure with an aluminum head, you should always run a stud girdle so you can tie all the rocker studs together, and it eliminates breaking the studs out of the top of the port. That's sort of a problem with aluminum head. You get a little spring pressure there and it starts working on the top of the port, and a lot of time it'll pull the rocker stud out of the top of the head. And when you tie all that stuff together with a stud girdle, it makes it more rigid up there, and keeps your valve train more stable. And if you do have an adjuster brake or what have you, it keeps it in place. It won't let the broken piece back off the stud, and it'll keep the head locked in the girdle. So there's a couple of benefits from it, and I'll try to find those today and send them out. I got a Crower set of stud girdles, real nice set, and if I can find those will be in your distributor box. And you'll probably have to buy some poly locks. They take a little longer adjuster on the top, and then the stud girdle slides over the top of the poly lock and locks everything together. So anywho, let me try to find this stuff for you. And I have no idea what the hell I did with it, but I will find it here in the next few minutes because this place is only so big. I did get some parts washing stuff the other day. Doesn't look clean, but it is, and so that's good. That shit evaporates on me because it's so hot here. So let me shut this off and get to looking, and go help Andrea load these boxes in the truck, and see if we can make everybody happy next week here. So yeah, damn it, let me get busy here.